I stopped for the night at an old rustic tavern. The wind starting to rise outside. A few drops of rain were in the air. I was happy to escape the storm. I had to duck to enter the tavern. The floor was of dirt, and the walls were of old stone. There was a cozy fire in the old rustic hearth. The place could have been 100 years old. There was only one long table made out of planks. An old man sat there. The waiter motioned for me to have a seat. I sat down. I ordered a tankard of beer, the same as the old man was drinking. We were watching the fire. He was drunk. After a while, he began to speak.
Don't speak unless you can improve on the silence. When fortune knocks upon the door, open it widely. He is always right who suspects that he is always wrong. Discover not your silent money to anybody. Watch out for a bad woman and never trust a good one. What the fool does at last, the wise man does at first. Not he gives who likes, but who has. Dead men have no friends. If there is still doubt, do not accuse. Don't talk too much, because your ignorance is greater than your knowledge. Discreet stops make speedy journeys. One cannot learn to swim in a field. The best or the worst for a man is his wife. The best mirror is an old friend. The act of treachery is liked, but not he that does it. Between the yes and no of a woman you can't place a pin. If you wish good advice, consult an old man. Talk little and well, and you will be looked upon as somebody. By the thread we unwind the skein. Take hold lightly, let go lightly. This is one of the great secrets of felicity in love. The poorhouses are filled with the honestest people. women, wind, and fortune soon change. Better to ask the way than to go astray. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Attack is the best form of defense. Bad news flies. If you want to sleep well, by the bed of a bankrupt. The thread breaks where it is thinnest. Who gossips with you will gossip about you. A woman's tears are worth a lot, but cost little. Wind and good luck are seldom lasting. He who excuses himself accuses himself. He who asks the fewest favors is the best received. Talking of an old debt always starts another quarrel. Life is a gift for which we pay dearly. He who wants to be rich in a year comes to the gallows in half a year. One good forewit is worth two afterwits. Courtesy does not exclude courage. Experience is not always the kindest of teachers, but it is surely the best. A full belly is neither good for flight nor for fighting. There is a remedy for everything but death. If folly were pain, there would be groaning in every house. Speaking without thinking is shooting without taking aim. Wits never bought till it's paid for. It is a wise son that knows his own father. A bad excuse is better than none. Truths and roses have thorns about them. Between saying and doing there is a long road. The wind changes every day, a woman changes every second. The well-dressed woman draws her husband away from another woman's door. After one vice, a greater follows. Walk until the blood appears on the cheek, but not the sweat on the brow. It is better to be born a beggar than a fool. Hunger sharpens the wit. Where the wolf gets one lamb, he looks for another. How beautiful it is to do nothing, and then rest afterward. Who is always prying into other men's affairs, leads a dangerous life. If you would be Pope, you must think of nothing else. He who makes light of his enemy dies by his hand. He who sows courtesy reaps friendship, and he who plants kindness gathers love. Friendly words gain much and cost nothing. There is no worse joke than a true one. Bad news is always true. A wise man changes his mind, a fool never. What is in use wants no excuse. Cheap things cost a lot of money. One fool makes 100. Vainglory blossoms and bears no fruit. Don't bet more than you can afford to lose. A great position entails great responsibility. To tell a woman what she cannot do is to tell her what she can. Treat the small in the way you would want to be treated by the big. There's no making a good cloak of bad cloth. There is little use in watching a bad woman. If your wife tells you to throw yourself off a cliff, pray to God that it is a low one. The lazy man always does twice the work. In a choice between bad company and loneliness, the second is preferable. Poverty does not destroy virtue, nor does wealth bestow it. However early you get up, you cannot hasten the dawn. Ask for too much in order to get enough. If you want good service, serve yourself. When there are two friends, to one pass, one sings, the other weeps. Do not fret for news, it will grow old and you will know it. A fool sometimes gives good counsel. The stone is hard and the drop is small, but a hole is made by the constant fall. You can't escape your destiny. To deny everything is to confess everything. Before the time, great courage; when at the point, great fear. If you would make a thief honest, trust him. Always taking out and never putting in, soon reaches the bottom. What is much desired is not believed when it comes. An open door tempts a saint. Where the heart is past hope, the face is past shame. The best way to solve a problem is to attack the cause of it. The spoken word sometimes loses what silence has won. To change one's mind is rather a sign of prudence than ignorance. If they say you are good, ask yourself if it be true. Who is well seated, let him not budge. If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. Discretion is knowing how to hide that which we cannot remedy.